Okay, I think we're going to get going. Thanks very much for everyone for attending at the time of the webinar. That's great to see so many of you in the room at the moment and also interacting on the chat. That's great. Do, as I say, feel free to ask questions as we go along. I will try and get to the questions if they're appropriate at the time. The chat looks like it's probably going to fill up, so when we have a Q&A session at the end, I will go back and see if I can find any questions, but if I miss you, do feel free to re-ask the questions at the end, or if you prefer, just keep your questions till the end, and we'll do all the answers then. So I did promise that this is all going to happen within an hour, so we need to get going because we've got a lot to cover. So I hope you can all hear me and see the screen. At the moment, you can see it's on Google. I'm logged into my Google account, and that's where you need to be before you start your YouTube, setting up your YouTube account. So we're going to go straight to YouTube. So when you have a Google account, you can use YouTube and you can watch videos, you can comment on videos, and all of those kinds of things, but you can't upload videos yet. You need to have a YouTube account, a YouTube channel set up to upload videos. If we try to go to the upload video icon up here on the right, create a video, then what happens is you get this little pop-up box, you hit upload video, and it says you want to upload as GreenSpark, which is what I've got my Google account set up as, but you need to create a channel. Now, if you were uploading videos for your personal account, then you could do that straight away. You could just click create channel and that's fine. But most of you are going to want to do business videos. And so to be able to do that and to be able to have a bit more of the functionality that's designed by YouTube for businesses, what you actually want to do is click here where it says use a business or other name. And if I click on that, it goes to that to create a new channel, create a brand account. So as I said, this is a brand account within Google itself. YouTube obviously owned by Google, it's part of Google. So this is all, it's all linked in to Google Plus and Gmail and YouTube. So we're going to add a brand account name. I'm going to type it right. There we go. And create that within YouTube, and that will create my YouTube channel, which is a branded channel. There we go. I've added a channel to my account, and it will now let me upload videos. Now you might notice the little Google icon at the top, the avatar currently has changed from a G, which was for GreenSpark, to M, which is for Made Up Business. So when you choose your name for your YouTube channel, it used to be the fact that you couldn't really change the name very easily. You can now change it, but you have to kind of go through the whole process of going through Google Plus and changing your brand account name. So do think before you just choose your YouTube channel name, because you're probably going to be stuck with it unless you manage to make some changes. So one of the first things that we want to do is actually verify our channel. Now, verifying it means that we tell Google that we're a real person and not a bot, basically. And you can do that a number of ways. You can go over to the left-hand side here and click on the three lines there at the top left and click on My Channel. And that will take you to your main channel here. And we can go to Customize Channel and access some of the features there. You can go up to your avatar on the right here and click on the gear, the settings gear here, and that will take you to this section, which is your YouTube account. And you want to go to view additional features in the YouTube account. Now, another way of getting to this screen is simply typing in youtube.com/features. And if you're logged in, then that will give you that option. As you can see, this screen shows some of the things that you can and can't currently do with your YouTube channel. So you can currently upload, and you can currently do unlisted and private videos. Most videos on YouTube are public. That means everyone can find them, they can search for them, they can find them in the search listings. Unlisted videos are ones that you can see if you have a link to the video, but you can't search for it, won't show up in the search results. And private videos, you can only see if the person who uploaded them has specified your YouTube login as one of the people who can see that video. So basically those are the three main ways of uploading videos, and you can do all those at the moment, and you can't upload videos, but there's a lot of stuff you can't do at the moment. And by verifying your channel, you free up some stuff. What you free up by verifying is live streaming. So you can do what used to be Google Hangouts and is now called, I think, Hangouts on Air. You can do custom thumbnails, which is really important for branding your videos and getting people to watch more of your videos in a row. And you'll be able to do longer videos as well. So where's that? There we go. Longer videos. You can only upload videos currently less than 15 minutes. And if you verify your channel, you'll be able to do more than 15 minutes. So let's go to verify it now. We'll click on verify up here at the top. And the way that you verify is by phone. And you can use a mobile or a landline. And basically it will either text you a code or it will call you up and read out a code to you. So we're going to do that. And you can do this in any country. So it specifies that they'll only call once. So you need to be ready. You need to have your phone on and near you and ready to go. I'm going to put in our business phone number here. That's my direct dial in there, but I'm going to put in the main one. And the thing about this is you can only use a specific phone number to verify 2 channels per year. So the reason I'm putting in our main one is because I've already used my direct dial to verify 2 channels this year, and I've used my mobile. So this is one that hasn't been used very much, and this will enable me to verify this channel. So I'm going to put it on speaker, I think. I'm going to try and do that anyway, so you can hear what they say. And it'll phone pretty quickly.
Thank you for using Google Phone Verification. Remember, you should not share this code with anyone else.
Shush, I'm not sharing it with you, don't worry.
Ever ask for this code. Your code is 2, 3, 7, 8, 5, 3. Again, your code is 2, 3.
Okay, so that has worked. I'm now verified on YouTube, and we will be able to, if we go back to that page, see that we can now use custom thumbnails. We can use external annotations, although that's a bit more complicated than it sounds, because you can't link out to your own site or to external sites without also fulfilling certain other criteria. Basically, the number of subscribers you have and the number of views you have, and it's quite a high limit these days. So at the moment, you won't really be able to use external annotations, even though verifying it has made it theoretically possible. And you'll also be able to do longer videos, and you will be able to do live streaming, although at the moment it only says you're eligible for live streaming, and you have to click enable to do that. So if we click on that, it takes them actually 24 hours to process that. I don't know why, that's weird, but as soon as it has done it, you will be able to access live streaming. I don't want to go to there. And so that will switch shortly onto pending, and in a day's time, I would be able to do live streaming. So to get some of these other aspects, monetization, custom URLs, it's pretty much based on how much you use your YouTube channel. So if you use it a lot, if you get lots of views, if you get lots of subscribers, then over time, those things will open up for you as well. So we're going to move on to actually customizing the channel, which is what you're here for, really. And the place you want to go here is up at the top here. We're going to want to go to, actually, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to go to gear. If you click on your avatar up on the right and click on the gear, the YouTube settings, and we will go to, we want to go to additional features, which takes you actually back to that screen. And from there, what we want to do is actually get to our channel. So that's not the way to do that. I'm sorry. We go to my channel, which is the way I was going to do it, up to there. So that will take you to this channel where we were before. And this shows you actually theoretically what other people would see if they came to your channel at the moment. It looks very boring, very generic at the moment. So we need to add some stuff. We need to add art to it. We need to make a header, and we need to make update our avatar so people can see who we are, and we need to add description and things like that. Now, the reason I actually had a little bit of difficulty there finding this page is depending on what page you're on, the menus on YouTube do different things, and it's kind of annoying in that respect. So you have to, it is something you have to get used to, and you sometimes have to find different ways of finding stuff, which is why when I'm telling you these things, I'm trying to give you different options for how to look for them. And it is weird. It's one of those things. I think it's to do with the infrastructure of YouTube, but sometimes when you click on this icon up on the top left to get your menu, the things that you click on will give you different links. And sometimes if you find your channel page through a different route, it'll look slightly different to this, and it might have a link here saying customize my channel and things like that. But you can get, as I say, you can get to this several ways. So the first thing we're going to do is add our channel art. This is the header that people will see when they come to your channel itself. And you can either click on add channel art, or you can click on this edit pencil up here. And the channel art is, it says here the recommended channel art size is 2560 pixels by 1440. Now, the reason for that, even though, as you can see, it's quite letterboxed here, it's quite a thin, narrow slot, is that this also shows on TVs, and it shows full screen on TVs. So what we're going to do, I've made a thing here for the Made Up Business, and that you can see the whole thing is a logo, but actually in the center there is a section that hopefully will show up on our YouTube header. Now I'm going to give you a template at the end. I'll email everyone a template that will help you to make your YouTube header and make sure that the bit that you want to show up on the YouTube, the actual desktop letterbox, will show up in that section of the image, because it's not very easy to do without a template. But this is the header that we're going to use, and so hopefully I'm going to be able to select that and upload it quickly. And then in a minute we will upload the avatar as well, which will populate then throughout Google+, YouTube, and probably Gmail as well, actually. These are the things I'm going to give you. So I'll give you the templates, and I'll give you also an ebook at the end, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So if I go to my documents here, should have it in there, channel header, and that's just going to upload. And it's pretty quick. And as I say, in a minute we'll also do the avatar, which will kind of complete the art. The other thing that we're going to do in a minute when this is uploaded is add some links, because on the channel header you can have links to your social accounts and to your website. So that's nearly done. There we go. So you can see here what it's going to look like on a desktop, on a TV, and on a mobile. And that's really important, because a lot of people, roughly 50% of YouTube views for most people, are on mobile devices. Caroline, you've asked if we already have an avatar on Gmail, will YouTube replicate it? Not directly, because if you've set up your YouTube account as a business account, you've actually created a new entity, basically, aside from your Gmail. So you can just upload the same one, and that's absolutely fine, but it won't grab it directly from your Gmail. Okay, so you can adjust the crop on this if you've made the bit that you want to show up on desktops slightly different to where it is on the TV, but mostly you want to try and use the template to get it set up properly. And if we click on that, it'll upload, and it'll show there. So you can see there, it's not where we're looking at it now. You can't actually see the business name, but when we come back to the channel in a while, you probably will be able to see it, because the letterbox is actually usually a bit bigger than this when other people are looking at your channel. So with the avatar, as I said, because this is linked to your brand account within Google, you'll actually have to go straight to well, this will take you directly to it. So if you click on edit, it will actually take you out to Google, and you can update your avatar in there. So I'm going to, you can choose your header image because you've already uploaded that, but you probably don't want to do that. So I'm going to use a very, very similar image for the avatar, and that will go straight into there. Jenny, you've said on the chat that you missed the first few minutes. Don't worry, there will be a replay. I will send everyone a video of this this whole webinar, so you'll be able to check out any bits you've missed, catch up with anything, and that'll be fine. So don't worry about that. So I'm clicking done on that. Now, because this is linked, this is in your Google brand account, it is already showing up there, but it won't update this bit on the top right there, this your Google avatar. And when you go back to your YouTube channel, it won't have changed anything there. It will do that, but it will take a little while. It can take a few hours, sometimes it can take a day or two, but it will do that, and it will update your avatar. So while we're here, we're going to also change our channel description. Now, this is the bit that tells everybody who comes to your YouTube channel who you are. It is a bit of SEO, so it gives people it gives Google the opportunity to see who you are, who this channel is, why they should send people to you. And so you want to make this kind of keyword rich if you can, and just make sure that you're giving it all of the information that you need for Google to know who you are. So I'm just going to paste a description that I've made up for Made Up Business, and there we go. So you can put links to your social accounts and things like that in here, but it doesn't always necessarily show them as actual links. It'll show the web addresses, but there are better places on YouTube to do it. Now, this channel description also, if you're on YouTube and you're commenting on other people's videos, your avatar will show up, and then if people hover over your avatar, they will get a little kind of card that has your avatar, your channel name, and also the first section of your channel description. So it's a really useful thing for bringing people to your channel. And also, if you can put in there, if you're going to have a regular upload schedule, like if you're going to upload a vlog every week, it's a good idea to put that in there as well, and then people can see why they're going to want to keep coming back to your channel on a regular basis. So we'll click done on that, and if I go to that gear there, that will allow you to change other things in your channel. It'll keep and this is more about how you use YouTube as a viewer, really. So if you want to like videos so that you've got them in a liked playlist but don't tell everyone else about it, this is the place to change that. There are other ways to get to this again, but that's the way to do it, really. And when you get a bit more advanced in YouTube, what you're going to want to also do is customize the layout of your channel, and that will allow for when people come to your channel, them to be able to see things like playlists and lists of videos that you've uploaded and things like that. But for now, we're going to leave that. So the other thing that we should be able to do, which I'm going to see how we can get to in a minute, because I'm going to my channel there, and there you see it's updated that channel header so that you can see the business name there. Now we're going to try and put some more metadata in, and we're going to go to the advanced settings. Now you can go to youtube.com /advanced_settings. And you should also be able to go to the gear again, the YouTube settings gear, if you click on your avatar on the right here and click on advanced settings here, actually on the left hand side here, advanced settings. So that will, no, that's not, as I said, the menu system in YouTube is a bit eclectic. It varies based on what page you're coming from. So while we're on this screen, because we're here, we're going to do adding managers, because this is something that is one of the things you can do with a brand account which you can't do with with personal accounts is you might have multiple people in your organization who you want to be able to use your YouTube account. If you want to outsource your YouTube organization to another company, which is incidentally something we do if you'd like to do that, so that they can upload videos, they can answer comments, they can do things like setting up playlists and adding metadata and things like that. You can do that. You don't have to do it all yourself, and you don't really want to give people your Google login necessarily. So what you want to do is add a manager to your account. So on this page, we can add or remove managers. Now this is youtube.com/account. You get to this, as I say, you can go to your avatar gear, settings gear, and go to your account, or you can just type in youtube.com/account, which, to be honest, is probably the best way of doing it, because you'll definitely get to this screen. And you click on add or remove managers. Again, this is connected directly to your brand account, so it isn't only YouTube. You can set up so that these people can use your Google Plus page. They can theoretically, I don't think they can get into your Gmail, because your Gmail is not connected directly to your brand account. It's kind of the parent account. And so if you go to manage permissions, I'm the primary owner, and I can add another person or invite another person to be included by going up here and clicking on invite new users. So you would choose someone by their email address, and it works best if this is a Gmail based address. So some companies use Gmail as the base for their email. We do at GreenSpark, but it's not actually literally a gmail.com address. But if people have a gmail.com address, then that's the best way to do this. They'll definitely get the invite. They'll definitely be found in the system and be able to be added as a manager. It can work with others, but I've had problems with using non-Gmail based addresses. So for example, if I put in my address here, there we go. That brings me up here, it brings up my channel and Jim at We Are GreenSpark. And what you want to do is choose a role for the manager. Now there's 3 different types of role. There's owner, manager, and communications manager. Owner basically gives them the ability to do pretty much everything on YouTube, including theoretically deleting your account. So it probably wouldn't happen, because you'd be the primary owner and you would need to give them permission to become primary owner before they could delete your account. So it's not as drastic as it sounds, but they could delete the account as a whole. There's lots of things they could do if they were owner. So you really only want to give that to the people who are in charge of your business, who are on the same level as you. Manager gives them the ability to do pretty much anything on YouTube. So they can respond to comments, they can upload videos, they can change metadata, view analytics, they can add and remove other managers. And that's the one thing they can't do. They can't add and remove other managers. They can't delete your account, and they can't delete other managers. So the communications manager is really just for answering comments. That's pretty much all they can do. They can't change metadata on videos. They can't view analytics. They can't upload videos. So if you want just someone to moderate the comments that you get on your videos, that's the role you want to assign them to. And they can't access anything else on your channel. They can only look at the comments, and they can respond to the comments. But if you want someone to be able to upload videos and add metadata and things, you want to connect them as a manager, and you will click an invite button there. That will send an email to them, and they have to accept that. So at the moment it says invited, I will get an email saying that I've been invited to manage this YouTube channel, and if I accept, then I will become manager and I will have all that access. So let's go back to YouTube now, and we're going to try typing in advanced settings and see where that takes us, because it didn't take us where I thought it was going to before. So advanced_settings. There we go. Now, this is, as I say, because we came from a different place and typed the URL directly in, it brought us to this page that we couldn't get to before. And we're going to add some more metadata. So the first thing to do here is to change the country. It defaults, I don't know why, I guess just alphabetically it is, to Afghanistan. Obviously, you want to change this, you can just hit U to go down to United Kingdom if you're in the United Kingdom. If you're elsewhere, obviously put in your channel, your country. And we also want to add some channel keywords. Now, these are like tags, basically. And you want to have a mix of individual keywords and key phrases, and they need to be separated by commas. So if I just paste in a couple here, and you can see that it's separated by commas, and I've got specific phrases, and if I hit enter on that, nope, that's not going to do it. Okay, then it changes them all to phrases with quotes around them. Now, don't enter phrases with quotes around them, because for some reason that doesn't work. If you enter them separated by commas, YouTube will take over and do that for you, and I don't understand the reason why. When you create keywords on specific videos, tags on videos, you also separate them by commas, and it does a completely different thing. It separates them out into kind of almost images of the keywords and phrases. Now, while we're on this page, there's a few other things that we can do. And this, again, this is the advanced settings page. Depending on where you're coming from on YouTube, you can go to the gear, the settings gear from your avatar, and click on advanced settings as well. But the best way to do it is just to go to youtube.com/advanced_settings. Now, depending on what you're doing with YouTube, if you're just doing business, you probably don't want to have adverts displayed beside your videos. If you want to make money from YouTube, which again, at the moment, you have to be a partner, and to be a partner, you have to have, it's around 4,000 hours of watch time, so people watching your videos per year, and over 100 subscribers. Actually, yeah, I think that's right. So you wouldn't, if you wanted to make money with YouTube, if you wanted to just have a personal account and upload video blogs and things like that, it's become a lot harder to make money from YouTube. And so having adverts displayed by your videos before you've reached that threshold doesn't make a lot of sense. And when you're running a business, doesn't make a lot of sense, because one of the things is YouTube, like Google, uses interest-based ads. They use ads that display based on the keywords that you put in, the search criteria you put in, and those are going to be potentially your competitors' ads, because obviously those are the people who might be advertising on YouTube using similar keywords that people are going to use to find your videos. So you're going to want to uncheck allow advertisements to be displayed beside my videos. If you want to promote your YouTube videos using AdWords in the same way as you do with creating Google adverts that display as text for people searching for things that you do, then you will you can do that, but you need to link your AdWords account to your YouTube account. So if you're already making Google display ads, then you'll have an AdWords account already, and you can link your AdWords account to YouTube, and then you can use that to promote your actual video. So if you make a video that promotes one of your products or services, then you can actually promote that for people who are searching for that kind of thing. There is also the associated website. Now this again becomes a lot more useful once you're a YouTube partner, because once you've hit that threshold, you'll be able to link out directly from your videos to your website. But I do think it is still useful to do, because it tells YouTube and Google that this YouTube account is connected to that business website, and it really links the two together and makes it more likely that people who have been to your website, for example, are going to get your YouTube videos up in search results, and vice versa. People who've watched your videos are more likely to see your website coming up higher in their search results than otherwise. So there's a few ways to do that, and the best way to do it is well, when you type in I can't type and speak at the same time, sorry. Your website address and click add. it says pending, and you think that might be enough, that might be doing it, but it's not doing it yet. What you need to do is go to verify, and there's again a few ways of you'll log in again for some reason. I don't know why it's logging out. So there's a few ways of linking your YouTube video, your YouTube channel to your website. One of the quickest ways is to download a small HTML file, and you just upload that to the source page of your website. So the kind of the master server essentially of your website. So when you've told Google that you've done that, it will search for that HTML file, it'll see it, and this is basically just proving to Google that you have the right to do things on that website, basically. So that's the kind of the main best way to do it. There are a few other ways of doing it. You can add a meta tag to your homepage. You can log in with your Google Analytics account. You can do other things, but the best way is to actually upload that file, and it's a very small file. It's very easy to do. So once you've done that, it will change from pending, and it will take a few days to do it, but it'll change from pending to verified, and that will mean that your YouTube channel is associated with your website. Javier, I think you've got a question here. Is it possible to add a default video intro for every video we upload, and the same with a proper watermark? It is not. No, YouTube brought in a thing called bumper intros a year ago or so, and it was a kind of 6-second bumper video that would show before all of your videos, but it didn't last very long at all. I think it wasn't used much, and people didn't really like them. So no, at the moment there's no default intro. You just have to put it on the front of all your videos. With a watermark, there is a way of doing that, and we are going to get to that if I can find the right page using YouTube's somewhat odd menu system. So let me just go to the next page. I'm going to try and go back to our channel and see what. Well, actually, no, while we're on that, let's do that straight away. So from this Creator Studio menu, this section under the channel which says branding here, you can add a watermark there. And what this does actually is it adds a watermark to all your videos, and you can use it to add your logo to every video. And that's something that some people do. But the purpose of the watermark as a whole is that when people are on YouTube and watching your videos, if they hover over your watermark, it will give them a link to subscribe to your channel. And so what I like to do is actually embed our logo in our videos, and I usually put it in the top left corner. This watermark always shows in the bottom right, and it does say for best results use transparency and just one color. So to be honest, I don't think just one color is really what you need, and it's not always going to be necessarily appropriate for every video, because you might have different color backgrounds in your videos. But what we have here is a subscribe link, which when I upload it, you'll be able to see. There we go. So what that does is lets people know that if they go to that, if they click on that, if they hover over it, they're going to be able to get a chance to subscribe to your videos. So we've already got the logo on the video. It's embedded in the video on the top left. And this will then allow you to have that as a kind of floating watermark, semi-transparent on the bottom right of your video. It's not that big how it's showing on the screen now. It will actually be slightly smaller than that. And you can have it to start after the first 5 seconds of your video. You can have it start just at the end of the video, come up for 5 seconds. To be honest, I don't think there's any harm. It's probably most useful to have it for the entire video. It's not that intrusive, and if I just update that, you would see that it actually it just kind of hovers on the bottom right of the video. It moves if you bring the play bar up on the video, and anytime anyone hovers over it, it gives them the opportunity to subscribe to your channel. And the best thing that you can do if you have subscribers is that you can send messages out when you upload a new video, and people will see that you've got a new video coming up. So let's just see what we haven't covered yet. I think that's pretty much most of the stuff that we wanted to cover. We need to connect Twitter. So we'll do that in just one moment. I'm going to see if I can get to. There we go. See now here, this is what I was saying about before. When I went up here and clicked my channel before, it came up with a different screen. And now we have this one that says customize channel. So if I click on that, I still don't have, and I'm trying to get to a page where you can add links to your header. It may be, this is one of the things that YouTube has been talking about removing as a feature. It was working yesterday when I tested that. Caroline, how do you make the watermark a clickable link? It's automatic. It is, when you upload that watermark, the only thing it does is allow people to subscribe to your channel. So it can't be made to send people to your website or other videos or do anything else. That's all that watermark does. So we're going to go to youtube.com/account. And on this section here, this was where we went to add managers, if you remember. Theoretically, you can also use the settings gear to get here, but I'm finding, to be honest, just typing in the URL seems to be the best way to make sure that you can get to things. So if we go to connected apps in this menu here, then it allows you to connect your Twitter account. Now, why would you want to connect your Twitter account to your YouTube channel? Well, the main reason is that when you upload a video, you can send an automated tweet from your Twitter account to say that you've uploaded a video. Now, the best thing to do if you have lots of time or staff who can do this, or if you're just on Twitter all the time anyway, is to send a manual tweet to tell people about your video. And you can make it much more personal and detailed about what the video is about and why people should watch it. But if you don't have the time, then sending an automated tweet up every time you upload a video is much better than not telling people the video is there. It's going to get more people to watch the video. But more importantly than that, when you like a video and you have Twitter connected to your YouTube, then you can set it to send a tweet saying you've liked the video. And when other people do that, if they like one of your videos and they have their Twitter account connected to their YouTube account, then they'll send an automated tweet to say they've liked your video, and it'll add a link on Twitter to your video. People will be able to see the link to your video. But if you also have your Twitter account connected, then it will also add in your Twitter handle into that automated tweet. So people will both be able to see your video and also see your Twitter account. So it enables you to get that out there. And because people are seeing your Twitter account, on Twitter, you'll see that as a mention of your Twitter account. So that means there may be, if you don't have your Twitter account connected to your YouTube channel, then you won't necessarily know if people are liking your videos and sending tweets about them. But if you have your Twitter account connected, then you will know. You'll see as mentions anytime someone likes your video and sends a link, sends a Twitter link about your video, you'll see it. And that means you can engage with them. And Twitter is obviously a social network. YouTube is a social network too. If you can use your comments, if you can use any opportunity where you can see that people are interacting with your videos to have a chance to engage with them, then you will get a lot more out of YouTube. So how do you connect your Twitter account to YouTube? You just have to be connected. You have to be linked in to your Twitter account. You have to be logged on. That's the word I was looking for. You have to be logged on to your Twitter account and just hit connect. It's really, really easy. And it uses the authorization to connect your Google account, your brand account to your Twitter account, and it's done. And then you can choose what things you want it to automatically do. So for example, I sometimes, with my own YouTube channel and Twitter account, I like to watch other people's videos. I like to watch videos about using YouTube, about making videos. And if I like a video, I want to send it to my Twitter account so that other people can see that this was a useful video, because that's how I use that system on my YouTube. My personal one is to let people know that this is a useful video that they might find interesting and useful. So I have this one clicked, which means that every time I like a video, it sends an automated tweet. You don't have to do that one. The best thing to do is to have it done when you upload a video. Having the adding a video to a public playlist can be a good thing, and it can be a good thing if you're connecting other people's videos to playlists on your channel, which is something you can do. But if you're making a playlist of your videos, which you should definitely be doing, then what it'll do is it'll send two tweets, because it'll send a tweet when you're uploading the video, and then it'll send another tweet when you're adding the video to the playlist. So probably best just to have the one. And when you save that, that will lock that in, and it's all done, and that will connect your YouTube to your Twitter properly. Caroline, you asked, can you connect other accounts, Facebook, Instagram, or just Twitter? You used to be able to connect Facebook, but basically Facebook started pushing video posts on Facebook as much as they could, and downgrading YouTube videos that people would post on Facebook. So people who are looking at Facebook see more Facebook videos and less YouTube videos. YouTube got annoyed at that, so they took away the ability to connect Facebook. It's very petty, but unfortunately now it is only Twitter that you can connect. They may at some point do another, if they take over a big social network, which they could do at some point in the future. I'm sure that will be connected in as well, but no, for the moment it's just Twitter. So the very last thing I want to do is to show you how to get links on your header art, which is what I was trying to do before but couldn't find the right screen, but I think I've figured it out. So what you want to do is you need to be on your channel page. So go to the menu at the top left, this little 3-line menu, and choose My Channel. Now sometimes this will come up with Customize Channel and sometimes it won't. You have to be on the About section of your channel page, and that's what I wasn't doing before. So on the About, which is where your description is, you can click on Customize Channel there, and that brings up this description, which you can edit if you want to. It also has some other things here, which is the bits that we need to change now. So first of all, there's an email address that you can enter for your business inquiries, and you should definitely do that, because it proves to people that you are kind of accountable, you're available to be contacted. If people see your YouTube videos and they go to your channel page and they want to get in touch with you, this is a way. This is publicly shown, this email on your channel page, on your About screen in fact, so you can be contacted by people, and this is a way that people can reach out to you rather than just using the comments. So you should definitely include this on your About page. Click Done, and that is there. You should also change your location from none to UK or wherever you are. Now you did this before in your channel settings, but that's not public information. That's just so that Google knows where you are. Now that does mean that Google will be more likely to serve you up in search results to people who are local to you, so that's really good. But it's also useful if you are a business that does business in a particular country, to include this on your channel, because this is the publicly visible bit. If you do business globally, then you may not want to do that. You may want to click location none. But if you're a reasonably local business, if you're specific to one country, then it's a good thing to have on there. Now also finally is the links here. Now this is where you can add links to your header image, and it can you can choose how many links you want to show on the header. Every link you put down here will show on your About page, but only a few, up to 5, will show on your channel art on your header page, and you can choose how many you want. So what you want to do is add the links in here to whatever you want. You can have your website, for example, and what you want to do is add a title. Now if you just put website or something like that, that's not very interesting. You should choose a custom name, choose a call to action, So if, for example, you choose visit our website, that's something at least. You can use this to do deep links into your website as well. So if you, for example, have a product that you are using to add people to your mailing list, if you have an ebook, for example, you might want to put in here, download our ebook, and then link directly to that page on your website. You can add pretty much as many links as you want down here. And if you link to the social pages, like Twitter, for example, you do need to give everyone a title, but not all of the titles will show up on your header. So if you just call the links by the name of the social network, like Twitter, Facebook, and so on, then what will happen, which we will see in just a moment, I'm just going to add Instagram in as well, so that you can see what happens. When I click done on that, so on your about page, this is how they'll show up. So you'll have the link to visit your website, you'll have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. But on the header art, if you look up here, you've got the custom text there for your website. You also have these links, and they haven't included the titles on there, but they have turned them into the icons for those sites, so people can see very easily, and if they click on those, they'll go directly to your social feeds. The other thing is, if you have what's called a fav icon for your website, so that when people are on your website in Google, or in their browser rather, they will see your icon, your logo in the URL bar. If you have that on your website, YouTube will recognize that, and they'll drag that in, and you can see it as that. If you don't have a fav icon on your website, it's pretty easy to set up, but if you don't, it'll just show as a globe representing the World Wide Web. So I'm really glad we managed to get to that, actually, the links, because I think they are important. And although most people don't really come to your channel page necessarily, they'll just watch your videos, it is a good thing to have. If you can have any opportunity for people to link to your social channels and come to your website, it's a good thing to add in there. And it does also tell Google that these entities are connected. Your Twitter account is connected to your YouTube account, your Facebook account is connected, and so on. So it's a good thing to have. So that's it for now. We've covered everything we thought we were going to cover. We managed to get it done in less than an hour, so that's great. And if you've got any questions at all, now is a good time to do it. What I'm going to do is, as I said, I will send you the template so that you can set up your header art and make it look great on YouTube. I will also send you, because you're going to need some videos once you've got your YouTube channel set up. You're going to need to have some videos to populate the channel. I'm going to send you an ebook. Some of you might have had it if you're already on our mailing list at GreenSpark. It's an ebook about different kinds of videos, and what kind of video might work best for your business. So I'll send you that in an email, and I will also send you a link to our next webinar, which is in September, which is also on YouTube, and it goes into much more depth on actually optimizing the videos themselves. So it'll be about the titles, the descriptions, the tags, the custom thumbnails, playlists, using interactive cards, using end screens to keep people on your channel and why that's important. It'll go into using analytics to get the most out of your videos and to see what people are liking and not liking about what you're doing with videos. So that's going to be on September the 6th. It's also a Thursday. It'll be at the same time, 11 o'clock. It's actually going to be at this URL here. So if you want to go there now, you can register for that webinar, and you've got almost 2 months to register, but if you do it now, then you won't forget. So go and do that now. But like I said, I'll send you the link. What I'll also do is send you a link to the replay of this webinar in case you missed anything, in case you want to go back and check how to do something that I've described how to do, and maybe kind of sped past. And hopefully I've answered the questions as we've gone along. How long are you making this webinar replay available to listen to again, Jenny asks. It'll go on our YouTube channel, so it will be indefinitely available, and I will give you a link directly to that. So yeah, this will be something that's available for everyone. And it's not gonna come down at any point. And likewise with the other webinar. So if you can't get there on the 6th of September and you want to know more about, if you're going to make some videos over the summer, that'd be great. If you want to know how to optimize those and make sure that those actually can get seen by people, because really that's the most important thing. You want to make great videos, absolutely, but there's no point making great videos if nobody sees them, because that's your lifeblood as a company, is getting people in, getting people engaged with your business, and getting people hopefully from YouTube to your website to buy your products and services. And the most important part of that is actually getting people to see your videos. So the optimization and getting people to see the videos, getting Google to rank those videos high for your keywords, there's a lot that goes into it. So we'll be really going in depth in the next webinar about all of that stuff. Caroline asks, would you recommend a standard intro, outro for each video? I would, yes. I would specifically if the videos that you're making are all of a type. If you're doing a video blog, if you're doing a series, for example, of interviews with people in your industry, then yeah, a quick logo and music sting or something like that. I don't recommend a long intro, because people are fickle on YouTube. They're easily distracted. There's a lot of other videos vying for their attention, and if it takes too long to get to the meat of the video, then people will click away. What I like to do on our video blogs at GreenSpark, if you go to our GreenSpark YouTube channel, you'll see that we've done lots of video blogs on there about using YouTube. In fact, I'll include that link in my email when I send it to you. And yeah, you can see that's video blogs that we do. I'll try and do them more frequently, but it's about using video, it's about using YouTube. And what I tend to do is I start by saying straight away, this is what you're going to learn in this video, and then I do the intro. Then I show the kind of logo and the music, so that people straight away in the first 5 seconds are getting what they're going to get out of this video. The outro, I will go in much more depth about this in September, but outros are also really important. I would say you need a call to action. You absolutely need a call to action at the end. Try and make it a single strong call to action. Go to our website, phone us now for more information, that kind of thing. But also YouTube makes it really easy, because they want to keep people on YouTube. They want to keep people there watching videos. So YouTube makes it really easy for you to point people towards more of your videos. And that's about using cards and interactive end screens that can show for the last 20 seconds of your video. So it's really good if you have a video blog or anything like that to actually have just a static screen with maybe your website down at the bottom for the last 20 seconds of your video. And then within YouTube, you can add links on that screen to other videos that you've done. And again, YouTube makes it really easy to make those dynamic links, so it can be videos that are appropriate to that viewer, or your most recent video, or playlists that you've created of your videos. I would say my email is jim@wearegreenspark.com. If you have any questions at all that you think of after this, or when you're watching a replay, or any questions that come up based on the information that I send you, do email at any time. I'm more than happy to answer any questions on YouTube. And if you need any help with anything, we provide all the services you might need in terms of both video production and YouTube optimization, and helping you just even with things like a kind of channel plan, a plan for what kind of videos you can make, and how to get the most out of them. So if that's something that you need, that you'd find useful, by all means get in touch. Have a look at our website and see what we do, and if it's something that you feel would be useful. Another thing I'll be doing actually over the next couple of months is creating another ebook, pretty much based on the content of this webinar. So it'll be very, very similar to what I've done here, but you will be able to kind of follow that step by step. And I'll make sure that I send that out to everyone who's registered to this webinar so that you can kind of refer back if you haven't got round to setting up your YouTube channel, which I hope, as you can see, wasn't that hard, didn't take too long. The menus on YouTube are a bit weird, but if you can find the right screens, you can set up an optimized channel in quite a short period of time without too much difficulty. Jenny asks, are we on Facebook? We are. GreenSpark is on Facebook. It's facebook.com/GreenSpark Productions. And I am on Facebook as well. If you look me up, if you want to, by all means. But yeah, like I say, the Twitter is also twitter.com/wearegreenspark, and by all means subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be great. I will send you all the links, the social links, and the links. The other thing I can't remember if I told you that I will send you is that image that you can use as a watermark. If you want to use that one, that's one that I created, and you feel free to use it as your watermark if you want to have people subscribe on your videos. Like it shows up on the bottom right, and people can hover over and subscribe to your channel using that. So I'll send you that. I'll send you the ebook, and I'll send you the template to set up your own header art and make sure that looks great on YouTube. And we've just hit an hour. If you have any more questions at all, ask them quickly. Otherwise, you can ask them on an email or connect to us, like I said, on Twitter, on Facebook, through YouTube. By all means, feel free to comment on my video blogs if you have any questions. And if there's anything that you want to know, not just about YouTube, but about video production itself, if you want to know how to make your videos as effective as they can be, by all means ask those questions on YouTube as well, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I might even make a video blog about that. So thank you all very much for attending the webinar in person. It's great to see so many of you in there and keeping the chat going and interesting. So I hope you found it useful and interesting, and I will see you, hopefully, some of you, in September.